Welcome back to Conversations with Pucho. Thank you so much for your views and your support. Please share, like, and subscribe. Help me out. Trying to make some money. It takes a long time, but hey, I'll get there if you help me out. Anyways, I want to talk about another experience that I had. Um, this happened a couple of years ago also. This is one of those sleeper paralysis situations. Like a lot of times I noticed that after watching a horror movie, um, like a horror movie that has to do with like demonic possessions and stuff like that, not just like somebody killing somebody, nothing like that, but with spiritual type of horror movies, I realized that sometimes I get these sleeper paralysis things. And for you guys that don't know what sleeper paralysis is, basically what it is like a haunting that's physical. It's not a dream. It's real. You're aware. You're awake. At first, you go to sleep and you think you're asleep, and then you feel this something, this presence, and you're awake, you know? But you have no control whatsoever over your body. You're being controlled. That's why it's called paralysis, sleeper paralysis. It is one, if not the, one of the, or if not one, if not the most terrifying experience that anyone could experience. Um, you're just frozen and you feel this bad thing and you can't move and you're trying to move and you can't and you're trying to talk and you can't. You're trying to move your head and you can't. You can move your eyes like this and see. That's how you know you're awake. That's the most terrifying part. And a lot of people say that it could be like aliens or some other extraterrestrial being that happens to be there and is controlling you and probably getting ready to like abduct you or like whatever the case may be, experiment on you or whatever. Other people say there's some powerful entity, some powerful spirit, some powerful demon. It could even be some powerful voodoo spiritual person, some powerful witchcraft spiritual person, some powerful whatever spiritual evil person, you know? Basically it's evil. It's not good, right? That's what it's all together in conjunction. So anyways, I had a couple of them and you know, I remember waking up and feeling this horrible, horrible presence. And I was scared. I have faith in God, and like I believe that God destroys all evil entities. Like just one word, if you're able to say in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I rebuke you, which Lord Jesus Christ is God incarnated, came to this earth to teach us about him towards in that incarnation is like his son, but it's him, it's all one, it's just God. But there he came in that as Jesus Christ. And it's a powerful name. And, if you're able to say that, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I guarantee you could destroy, if you mean it and you have faith, anything destroyed, gone. The most powerful voodoo of voodoo, gone, destroyed, annihilated, no chance, But you got to have the faith. You really have to believe. And that's the catch. You can't be scared. But anyways, so I felt this presence, right? And it was like I felt like it was under my bed. The classic under the bed experience. It was like under my bed, and I'm like, like, and like I'm like this, and I felt it that it was trying to pull me to turn, and then I'll fall on the floor so it could drag me under the bed and take me. I don't know. That's what I felt. And I was like this, and I was like trying to say in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I rebuke you. And I like, and it wouldn't let me talk. It was powerful. It would not let me open my mouth, and I'm trying so hard. Like, I don't, and I couldn't. I couldn't. You know, like, and then like, you know, and it finally got to put me like that, and then I'm like trying to like, you know, like, and it's like, oh, finally, like I got to like move a little bit, and when I moved a little bit, I saw a little girl in the middle of the room sitting on the floor with a transparent like nightgown, you know, like you can't see her like naked, but it was see-through, you know. And she was like just sitting there like occupying herself with something. I don't know what it was, right? So I see it, and then I'm like, what the heck? So finally, after all the struggle, and I'm telling you, it must have been like 5 minutes of hell. 5 minutes sounds like nothing, but you know how long 5 minutes is of you being aware of an evil spiritual presence, and you're totally paralyzed, totally under control, and you can't speak, you can't move, and it's there, and you finally see it. 5 minutes of that horror, horror, horror. Anybody would die from a heart attack, pee on their pants, shit on themselves, you know. But finally, after all that struggle, I got to like scream. Like the girl was going towards the window. She was gonna try and climb out the window, and I got to scream. Like I wasn't trying to scream, but I was trying to say it so much that it came out as a scream. Like, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I rebuke you. It like exploded out of my mouth. Like my faith finally prevailed, and it exploded. It went, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I rebuke you. What power! What a release! And when, as soon as that came out, like the girl, like was at the window like this, and she looked and went backwards like that, like like right through under the bed, like gone. And I was like, what the? And I was like, oh, and then I could move, and I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, you know, terrifying, right? So that's not where it ends. You wanna see like the truth, evidence of it's real. Like it was right in my face. Like the next day, my friend came over to hang out. We had a few drinks. You know, I smoked a little weed and stuff. You know, we're talking and talking and talking and whatever. You know, we had a good time, whatever. And then it got late. You know, we were watching TV, videos and stuff, and just talking and drinking and getting drunk and all that stuff, getting high. So it got late. It was like 3 in the morning. So I was like, "No, you could crouch there on the couch. Just crouch on the couch. It's okay." So went to sleep, right? The next day, I wake up and he's sitting on the couch, and he looked distorted. He looked like something was troubling him. He looked like he saw a ghost. And I just woke up and I see him like that sitting on the couch, and I'm like, "What's wrong? What's going on?" And he's like, "Alex, yesterday I saw a little girl sitting right there in a nightgown, and I asked her, 'Little girl, what are you doing there?' And she turned around and pointed at you on the bed and said, 'Ask him.'" And that troubled me. And I was like, "What?" I didn't even mention to this friend of mine that anything that had happened to me about that, and it was just the night before. I didn't mention it or nothing because I didn't want to happen it again. Like that was the worst feeling ever, you know. I didn't mention anything, and he came and said that, and he completely like confirmed that what I saw wasn't fake. He confirmed the girl in the nightgown sitting on the floor. He confirmed it without me even mentioning or telling him anything about anything, and told me that she just pointed at me. And that's what troubled me the most, because I'm like, "What do you mean? Like what? I have no girlfriend. I have no, never been married. I never had a kid in my life or anything, you know. Um, Never was in a relationship with somebody that had a kid. Nothing like that, you know. I always used protection when I had sex. You know, I never like did it raw. So I'm like, what is she talking about? Ask me. And that stuck to me bad. And I was like, what the heck is all this about? Well, yeah, that was one of my out of body experiences, you know. And I'm just sharing that with you right now. This channel, Conversation with Puchos, is all about like conversations about out of body experiences, like dreams, spiritual dreams, um, sleeper paralysis. That was a sleeper paralysis incident. I'm sorry, not an out of body experience. Sleeper paralysis. It's a big difference. Sleeper paralysis, you're there physically. Out of body is your spirit. So yeah, so that's what happened, and I'm sharing this with you right now. Um, Please enjoy and subscribe and share this, and hopefully I could get this to be fixed. I gotta get somebody to help me so I could get comments and I could like communicate with your people and all that stuff, and you could share your stories too. Um, Actually, if you guys want to share your stories, please uh, email me, and I could share your stories. I could post them at Pucho, which is Pucho dot, a little dot, Cortez, Cortes dot 222 at Gmail. And whatever emails I get there about you guys, about your experiences or whatever, I'll I'll take a picture or whatever, read them over on this channel. Thank you so much for your time. Be blessed. Please share, like, and subscribe. Have a good one.